Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Welcome back. How's it going?
It's not going well for Arsenal fans.
Oh, that's true. They're, I don't even know what to say.
We know they're already out of the Subway Cup. They probably won't win league. And now they will not be winning the Women's FA Cup because they lost.
It's really sad stuff.
Yeah, it is sad. I'll be honest though. I think it's easier to lose when you didn't play well rather than if you lose when you actually played well and it didn't go your way. Some might disagree with that, but they didn't. Liverpool is definitely the better team of today. They won. Liverpool will be moving on to the semifinals. Actually, I saw this stat right here. Well, first stat was Arsenal hadn't actually won the FA Cup since I think I read 9 years ago was the last time they won it. But I read this stat. I'll have Sarah read that.
Liverpool haven't been in a Women's FA Cup final since 1996 and have never won one, but are only a game from a final at Wembley now.
Yeah, so most people who probably watch our channel wanted Arsenal win. I'm pumped for Liverpool. I didn't even know that 1996 was a long time ago. A lot of people weren't even born in 1996.
Yeah, that's very cool. I love when things like this happen.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm not quite sure who they're going to meet in semis, but people will be like, I'd rather have Liverpool win than Chelsea, right? Because if Chelsea wins all the cups this year, that's no fun.
Very true.
We'll read from this article.
Liverpool profited from a late own goal to beat Arsenal 1-0 and book their spot in the Women's FA Cup semifinals. It is the first time Liverpool have progressed to the last four since being knocked out at the stage by Manchester City in 2016-17, and marks their second consecutive win under Amber Whiteley, who replaced Matt Beard as interim head coach at the end of February. Liverpool were the better side during a first half that lacked fluidity, frustrating Arsenal with their high press and making several forays forward through Olivia Smith on the right wing. The best chance fell to Sophie Roman Haug on the stroke of halftime, who closed down Daphne van Domselaar as Arsenal tried to play out from the back, but took too long to shoot, allowing the goalkeeper to recover. Van Domselaar once again survived, having her pocket picked by Roman Haug early in the second half before the Norway international finally made Liverpool's pressure count in the 78th minute.
Yeah, it's being credited as an own goal for DVD, but I mean, even though it pretty much was Liverpool who shot it, and unlucky for DVD. And actually it was kind of sweet. After the ball went in, I think DVD felt really bad. She went down, she was kind of covering her eyes. I don't know if she was hurt, but you could see Katie McCabe go up to her and say, I don't know, some people think she said, don't let it, it's okay, it wasn't your fault or something. So that was really sweet, because I think DVD felt bad, even though realistically was not her fault.
I think she was just absolutely gutted.
Yeah, she felt bad, even though she had some shaky moments. No one on Arsenal played that well. No one looked good. I mean, a lot of times you say there's a bright spot. We're going to read some comments, but everyone is saying there wasn't really any bright spots for the team. And the few bright spots there were, DVD made some good saves. So they were saying a few good saves from DVD, but that was pretty much the story. Liverpool outplayed them because when the lineup came out, the lineup looked strong. The players for the most part were well rested, because they did not have a midweek game this week. Arsenal did not have a midweek game, so they were well rested. But everyone's just saying Liverpool outplayed them. Olivia Smith looked incredible. She's a superstar. We've talked about her before, because some people has been kind of talk about the refs not giving people fouling her a lot. And refs not giving her calls. We've talked about that. Also, like it said in that article, Matt Beard was sacked as manager, and they have the interim manager now, and she's on her winning ways. From what I remember about Matt Beard, though, a lot of people liked him. It wasn't a Jonas situation or anything. A lot of people did like him. Now they sack him, and now Liverpool's going on to the semifinals of the FA Cup. I think that's pretty impressive, and I'm excited for them. But nothing about Arsenal looked good. Kyra Cooney-Cross has been looking incredible. She kind of looked invisible. She kind of looked lost out there. Actually, Beth Mead got hit from behind on it, like, I forget, right before half. And and from the back, and she kind of grabbed her head. Then she got subbed out at half, and at the end of the game, she was kind of already dressed out of her clothes because she got injured. I don't know the update. It was her. She's still recovering from an injury. Actually, and I will say this, before the goal happened in the 73rd minute. They kept talking about Olivia Smith really outplayed Katie McCabe, just running right through Katie McCabe. I think Katie McCabe was getting frustrated because right before the goal happened, Katie McCabe was already on a yellow. And she went really high with a boot. She got to the ball first. She went really high. She was already on a yellow. Then she started yelling at the Liverpool player.
What the heck? That was wild.
And a lot of people said, hey, that should have been another yellow and should have been a red because, double yellow.
Talk about yelling at someone. No, talk about kicking someone when they're down.
Yeah, it was weird because and they said even though she got to the ball first, that was a high boot challenge that could have easily been a yellow. She was lucky that it wasn't a yellow. And then she yells at the player. And that was actually right before the goal. So I'm thinking, the Liverpool just got pissed off. They said, okay, we got to score now because that we didn't like that.
If I was a Liverpool player, I'd be yelling in her face.
Yeah, I don't even know what she was yelling to her about. Maybe
she got in her way.
Yeah, I guess so. I think the Liverpool player was okay. A lot of people didn't like that. A lot of people don't like the way Katie plays. But I think it was just a level of frustration. A lot of people actually thought Katie McCabe should have been subbed out and had Jenna Nicewanger come in.
I forgot Jenna was on the team.
Yeah, I know. But just bad performance overall for Arsenal. There isn't really much to say about the game. DVD had some good saves, so it could have been a lot worse. But we're going to read comments, but it didn't look like anyone really wanted it on Arsenal. But that's it. Arsenal is out of the FA Cup, and some people are saying, maybe this is good. Maybe they can focus all their attention now on Champions League. They can focus their attention. They can win or go far now that they don't have to worry about the Subway Cup. Now they don't have to worry about the FA Cup. You know what I mean? Is that, do you take that as a positive or just taking that as like we lost? So, you know what I'm saying? Is that kind of like a loser's mentality? Excited for Liverpool. They definitely deserved it. They played a better game. There's a couple controversies in this game too. One of the controversies is that some of the players, so they did not have a midweek game. So I believe Renee gave them some time off to go, a little bit of time off. But a few of the players, I believe the only ones I know for sure who went and did something were Caitlin, Katie, Lia Walti, and Mariona. All four of them went to France. I don't believe they went together. I think they just happened to both go to France and kind of did like a mini holiday. I believe it's a 2 or 3 hour train ride from London to France. So not that big of a thing, but I'm reading here. Somebody says,
this is what happens when you give them too many days off. Players' minds don't focus on games. One day off would be enough. No need to go to Paris or Ibiza or anywhere. And then someone else says, kind of agree with this. The days off should be for resting, not for busy holidays.
So that was kind of people saying, hey, when you had a long international break, even though it was just 4 of them that I know of, that people are saying maybe you should have just rested at home rather than going, kind of be stressful, traveling. And that was one, criticism people had. And also Katie and Caitlin were, drinking wine and stuff, which you drink wine at home too, so
yeah, not sure how that would affect.
And then people are saying no. People are saying no. It's not because 4 players went to France why they lost this game. People are saying they're acting like they went to Paris all night and partied for days. And they said the fitness isn't an issue. The ladies lack tactics and an inability to create chances. So people are saying, maybe they went to France, but that really is not the reason why they didn't win the game. But that was kind of one, I don't want to say controversy. And then someone goes, and they says, we didn't lose today because 4 players went to Paris 5 days ago. There are many valid criticisms we can make off the performance, but this narrative is a hard loss talking. So people are saying no, they don't think so. And I don't think so either. But do you think the coach should say, hey, you can have days off, don't go international though? I guess that could be a conversation. Hey, you can have a couple of days off, relax in town, staycation, but don't go international. Because it is kind of hard on the body to go to different countries. So that was kind of one controversy. People also said they didn't like Renee's subs. They didn't like, no one really had the passion out there. And also, the idea of they have a loss, even if they played bad, was like a lot of hateful comments from people, which I get there to be criticism, but there is a line between constructive criticism and hateful comments. And now, I don't think those are people either who are not truly fans or people who are like bad faith actors. I use that term a lot on this channel, but I think that you can have constructive criticism and still be a fan. And I do think there is a line. Apparently someone there at the Meadow Park was yelling at a Liverpool player. Something got ejected from the stands. I read that.
So I'm going to read some comments here. And this comment says, "Not our day, but Liverpool were better team and deserved to win. Changes should have been made a lot sooner. Anyone know how Beth is?"
Actually, that reminds me. I hope Beth is okay. She's still recovering. She's been, she kind of hasn't looked herself. She's been injured or whatnot. But one of the storylines was the goalkeeper for Liverpool is Beth's ex-girlfriend, Rachel Laws. She talked about her in her book. That was like her first girlfriend or her first love. I forget which, but goalkeeper for Liverpool. And some people are saying, what's Rachel telling to the Liverpool girls? Were they mad at Beth or something? Is that why they took her out? That was kind of another storyline.
Yeah, I doubt that happened.
Yeah. I don't think so either. But I do hope Beth is okay because she did look out of sorts.
And this comment says, "We played so badly, and also please don't blame DVD for that goal. She saved many attempts today."
Yeah, a lot of people were saying, hey, I saw a lot of comments at DVD. It's okay. Not your fault. I think she did take it hard, but it definitely wasn't her fault why they lost. I don't think anyone would say they lost because of an own goal that really wasn't an own goal the way it ricocheted. So I did feel bad for her.
Can we stop with the hateful comments? Yes, poor game. Yes, not because performance, but the hate here is a bit too much.
And then I see this one. Congratulations in advance to Chelsea for winning 3 cups this season. Yeah, if they do, I think that'll be hard for any fan, especially an Arsenal fan.
They'd be canceled just for winning so much.
And then going back to what we said about going on holiday, I'm going to read this comment.
Come on, just don't give them a holiday again. Give these players a punishment for playing so badly.
And I don't know if that's a real comment or someone just being ridiculous saying, yeah, is that what you guys want? But maybe it is. And then someone goes, don't pay them, simple. I think that's partly a hate comment. Like, don't pay them, they don't win. But I don't know.
That's a troll.
And then here's one of the comments. I think this is one of the comments people are kind of talking about. I think goes a little overboard. But I'll read this.
Team ratings, easy 0 for the lot of them. Humiliating for the brilliant support year in, year out. But don't worry, we're best in class on Instagram and TikTok. Huge changes needed this summer. The attitude is all wrong.
Yeah, I think that's a dig at, some of the players like to use Instagram, TikTok, whatnot. But this person, I think, taking a little over the top, saying you're number one at TikTok. I mean, I think that's a dig, saying, do certain players take it seriously? Of course they do. I would classify that kind of like a hate comment,
Does Arsenal just not want to win trophies? This was the most humiliating and shockingly terrible performance from every player I have ever seen from them. The only one who showed up and did well was DVD.
So they're on the fence.
Yeah, so they thought they performed well, right? That's what I gathered.
And then out of League Cup, FA Cup, not going to win league. Even Jonas could win League Cup. And a lot of people, Renee's going to have ups and downs. We know that. But people are already saying Renee equals Jonas. Renee is just Jonas 2.0. I think that's so unfair. That's like such an unfair thing to say. If Renee lost the locker room and lost a lot of games, sure, I could see that. But I think that's an unfair thing to say too.
Yeah, like calm down. Chill, she's new here.
And then someone goes, not our best performance, but we move on and learn from this. It's not your fault, DVD. We love you and the team. Yeah, I would say most people are being pretty positive, but there are some. How is it possible that in the last seconds of the games we were playing backwards? Unbelievable. We don't want to win it all. Hope we can change things and beat Madrid. Yeah, for Champions League, that is the next thing that they have to worry about. Jonas part 2. I think that's unfair. Proud, and then someone goes, proud of you guys. Don't be hard on yourself. Yeah, but most people are just saying, hey, you didn't play well, move on. And you live and learn, basically, in these games. So hard loss. So what did everyone think? Arsenal fans, are anyone worried? I think the idea that Chelsea keeps winning all the cups, all the titles, it is kind of frustrating. It is kind of frustrating when you're supposed to have this, like, they're the two rivals, and you're thinking, well, we can't win anything, or we don't have the winning spirit, because what people are saying, Chelsea, even when they play bad, even find a way to win. Arsenal don't seem like they have that fight in them at times. Chelsea actually did win today in the FA Cup as well, but they won 1-0 over Crystal Palace, who is not a tough opponent in regards to the sake of Chelsea. And they ended up winning. I didn't watch any of that game, but it is kind of frustrating when your rival keeps winning everything. So that's one good thing about the WSL and how they have so many cups and leagues and things. The Champions League, you still have something to focus on and fight for. You know what I mean? It's not like it's done. What are we playing for? They can still play for the Champions League, and so that should be exciting. But tough game today. But yeah, so what does everyone think? Questions, comments down below. And I guess the one controversy would be: do you think that midweek break took focus off training or rest? I didn't see to be fair, I did not see too many people talking about that, but I did see some people. I don't think so. I think they're allowed to go have a 2-hour train ride and, have fun. But do you think maybe next time Renee would be like, okay, you can have fun, maybe go somewhere closer. I don't know. I don't know where's close in the UK. Maybe not go across country lines. Again, I think the people calling Renee Jonas 2.0, I think that's really unfair. I think they had a bad game, and it really does suck that they're out of the FA Cup, because that would have been exciting to win. But hey, you win some, you lose some. What does everyone think? Questions, comments down below. And I hope DVD does not take this hard, because it was not her fault. She had some great saves herself. Questions, comments down below. What do you guys think? And yeah, we'll be back soon. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.